look like brother and sister, right? Same family, okay? I thought I would bring these cars out and show them to you today side by side. I know some of you have been curious as to how they would look together. Well, here it is. There's my 1970 280 SL and my 1983 380 SL. We just finished power buffing Cherry here and applied the Acrylic Works wax on this, and this thing really shines. I know some of you said that in the other videos. Now you can see the subtle differences. They're both SLs, they're different generations, and you look at the headlights, you look at the grille shells, you can see the heritage there. And of course, when you get inside, you realize Happier is a completely different color inside than my 380 SL is here. This is a Palomino interior, and that's a light parchment. But the subject in this video is not the comparison of these two cars. I'll maybe do a video later on that, but I want to talk about wheels and tires today, specifically the tires and wheels here on the 380 SL. Now, those of you who have been around the R107 recognize that these aren't the original wheels. These are 15-inch wheels that came on the 1986 560 SLs, and the 380 SLs had the 14-inch wheels. So I want to go back to stock. I know some of you say, well, these wheels look nicer, and I can't argue that. You know, it's an opinion, but I want this car to be original. So I'm going to put the 14-inch, we call them bunt cake, alloy wheels back on. But what I want to do is I want to put chrome ones on it. And those are hard to find, and there's some real problems with chrome wheels. Already, these 15-inch wheels are starting to pit. Even if I wanted to keep this style wheel, I probably wouldn't keep these, because I can guarantee you pretty soon these will start leaking. The problem, though, is not the wheel. You know, I've got a little bit of a issue with Cherry here when I drive it. I've got excessive steering play, and the front end wants to move around a little bit. The steering should not be that way at 90,000 miles. One of the reasons is this tire is not the right size. It's a bigger tire and it's much wider. And when you put wider tires on a car, it can create some problems. I know it might look cool, but let me tell you, you need to be aware it may create some problems. Now let me show you now another example. These were the tires and wheels that came on Piper, my 300 TD wagon, when I purchased it. These are really nice looking aftermarket Sentra wheels, kind of period correct, but not for the W123. And look at how wide the tire is. It's way wider than the stock tire. So what happened was this set the offset way out wide here. And now after working on Piper, I'm finding that the ball joints, the lower ball joints, are severely worn out, and most of the tie rods are shot. So that's the type of price you pay. I mean, if you want to run fancy wide stance wheels on your old Benz, it's your choice, but just be aware they can cause problems with excessive wear in your steering and suspension. So I'm going to put the 14-inch chrome wheels on Cherry here with the correct 205 R70 14-inch tires. Now these tires here are 225/60 by 15. And you can definitely see the width. So what happens when you get stress on the steering as well as on the suspension parts, particularly if the offset is not correct. Now the offset on these wheels is okay, but the offset on those center wheels that were on the wagon were not. Those tires were sticking way out there, and that's the reason, as I said, those ball joints are just totally shot. So this is going to be a little bit of a challenge though, because these chrome wheels, the 14-inch bunt cakes, are hard to find, and they tend to leak. They tend to leak a lot. In fact, this wheel came off my daughter's Gray Ghost W116 because she got tired of having to put air in it. And so a couple of those chrome wheels that came off the W116 are going together as a set to go on Cherry here. I want to go into the shop now and show you the challenge that you would have using chrome wheels and show you what I'm doing to fix that problem. I've already cleaned the corrosion off of this wheel. It was pretty bad. You can see multiple places here where there's pitting in the aluminum and the chrome just completely flaked off. But as you rotate this around, there's a lot of deep pits. And of course, this is the area where the bead of the tire has to seal up against the rim. and that's why these wheels leak. The chrome peels off the aluminum, and you have a problem, a never-ending problem. Now, some people have had limited success with, you know, rim bead sealer. You can spread it on, goop it on, reseal the tire. But I've found that's not really a permanent repair. It's more like a temporary repair. So I've been working the last few months on what I would consider a much more permanent repair. And let me show you this wheel here. We're almost done with this. Look at this. I have taken, using multiple coats of Miracle Paint after thoroughly cleaning and sanding the corroded areas, putting on multiple coats and sanding it, and getting this rim bead sealing area completely smooth. And when I'm all done with this, I'm going to have a wheel that won't leak, and this coating right here will prevent future corrosion. So I'm real excited about getting all these wheels cleaned up, buying a new 14-inch tires, and getting them on my 380 SL. And when that happens, I'll come back and show you a finished video. Now, once again, be real leery about putting aftermarket wheels on your old Benz. Your choice, but just remember, there may be some consequences.